Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We
All of
discovered
his co-workers
the
were...
glory.
Wait, no. This isn't the right office,
Actually, let's
is
go.
it?
Yeah, let's
Is
see if we
this
can
Stanley's
find it
office?
and do it with the bucket. Oh, that's new. Okay. Maybe I can't do button heaven again.
There's 419 should be that one there. So yeah, I don't think you can activate it.
Okay, well, good thing we got that when we did then. It's time for the next
It might
ending.
have,
When
like you might
Stanley
be
came to
in a
set of
different
two
set.
open This was not
things.
the
Oh,
correct
yeah.
way to the meeting room,
Maybe.
and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before.
Is this new?
Was it this room? A connection between the two?
Oh,
Could a man love a room?
when a
I mean,
man
truly,
loves a blue
truly,
room,
deeply, madly.
can't keep his mind on
love.
anything else.
But eager to get back to
Blah, blah,
business,
blah, blah, blah.
Stanley took the first open door.
Alright,
on
let's
his
see if I can
left.
make this work. I'm gonna have to jump on, then
Just
quickly
on
jump
it
off.
immediately. Yeah.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
You get to the center and then off.
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back.
Indeed.
You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below. You know
Oh
what?
my.
Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it. Come on. I'm sure you'll survive the jump. Don't tell me you're scared. That's not the Stanley I know. Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
I bet.
Whoops.
Nope.
Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
Well then. That was a bit of a... I don't know. Would you really call that an ending? That's more of a gag.
Yeah.
I mean, it was funny. I didn't bust
Oh,
out
yeah.
laughing, though, but I mean, I expected it. So, most of the time, comedy comes from things you don't expect. It's the things that catch you.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Bibbity boop, bibbity boop. Yeah, it's just gone now.
It takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded onward.
Indeed, my ego must not get in the way of this bucket.
Stanley clutched
For
the
it
bucket
carries
tightly
within
to his... This was
the
not
soul of
correct
my
way to the
greatest
meeting
friend.
room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket
All right,
was wrong.
Im,
Stanley took
are
the
you
door on his
ready
left
for our
to go
destiny?
back to the meeting room.
I suppose.
Said the bucket.
Wonderful.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Oh,
Ha-ha!
well, look who's got cold feet. Well, from here, it looks like the only way forward is down, since the lift won't be coming back, but that's okay. You've got a bucket.
I've got a
Did
bucket.
you know that buckets are routinely used as cushioning devices? It's true. You can fall on a bucket from literally any height and survive.
Oops, I was wrong.
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
Meh. Alright, let's see. This one I don't quite know. You can get to the bottom of the mind control facility by climbing on a chair. I don't get that one. Do you have any ideas?
Bottom of the mind control.
You can get to the bottom of the mind control facility by climbing on a chair. The only chair I know
All
I
of
can
his
climb
co-workers were
on
gone. What could
is
it mean?
this one.
This one here.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his
I guess we can go
co-workers.
to the mind control facility.
I suppose. See, this is the reason why I was hesitant to return to this, because I don't, like, know for sure, and then it's just going to end up being me
Let's
wandering
hit,
around lost.
Oh, 423's. They're still not active.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
Wait. Okay. You think I have to get on a chair in the mind control place?
I can look it up.
Sure.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire. And here it was, the lounge. What a room, Stanley thought to himself. What a room, what a room, what a room. This is what Stanley thought. What a room. What a room, what a room. What a room. Va-va-voom. What a room.
Yeah. That is what I was thinking, actually.
Yes, really,
Yeah, here it is,
really
bottom of the
worth
mind
it
control
being here in
facility.
the room. A room
You
so
go left to the
utterly
2 doors
captivating
up to the
that
up
even
the
though
stairs to
all
the
your
boss's
co-
office.
Alright. Guide me, Mr. Bucket.
I'm not the bucket.
Can I pretend you're the bucket?
No.
Oh. Very well. Come, Mr. Bucket, let us be off.
That's a thing.
Oh, hey!
Oh! It's just there now.
all of his co-workers were gone.
And the
Push.
door closed.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
So yeah, now you have
Perhaps
to
he had
wait
simply
until
missed
they're
a
like,
memo.
oh wait. Is that... Like, did they truly stop coming so it lets you go back into your office? And you can take the bucket back in there?
What is the meaning of this? It
I
sure
suppose
is
that's good.
strange.
You don't need to, what's it called?
Grab the bucket.
You don't need to do all the things again. Like, activate all the
When
computers
Stanley came to a
in order
set
to get
of 2
the
open
heaven ending
doors,
again.
he entered
Okay,
the
so
door
go
on
through
his
here.
left.
Which,
Just
okay.
go up to the office.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single
And then you go
person
to the
here
mind control
either.
facility.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Okay.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh yeah, the elevator in there. Which surprisingly got copyright claimed.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of
No,
any
you have to go down to the
human
mind
life.
control office.
I know,
so-
I just
What
wanted to see if
it
I could.
mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly. Yet incredibly, by simply
Aha!
pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened
Alright, so I just go
passageway.
down?
Yep.
Beautiful. We're doing it here. We're doing it. We're making progress. You and me. Together. Against the unknown. The wide open world. Can you believe in him? We started from
Somewhat.
nothing and now we're here. In middle management. We've hit the big leagues, Em.
Keep going.
Just like we always promised Big Tony.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that
Yep,
read
straight ahead.
Mind Control
Okay.
Facility.
Oh. Oh. Did I land?
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the Mind Control Facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development.
Oh.
And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours, so here you go.
Oh boy, what's it
New
gonna be?
content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't
Sure.
that what you
If
crave?
you look back up, you can see the
content?
lights.
Always more content, more,
I
more,
can't
more,
see
more.
anything.
And I'm here to give it to you.
I can barely
I'm
see.
here to make it seem like we
the lights up there,
really
yeah.
covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece
I
of
guess you would
music
see more if you
just
did
for this
actually hit the
section.
light bulb.
You won't hear it anywhere
Oh
else in the
yeah.
game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
You know, something tells me you might not be genuine, Mr. Narrator. Yeah.
Good job.
Uh-huh.
You did it.
I did it.
Good job.
I'm going back to get copyrighted again.
I know, right?
3, 2, 1. Good job. You made it to the bottom of the mind control facility.
I did it, yeah.
You jumped on the catwalk.
I did.
You should have been careful.
No.
Should have been careful.
No.
It used to be a bug.
Yeah.
Now it's an ending.
Uh-huh.
Now it's an ending.
It is.
I believe in you. I
Thanks.
believe in your ability to cross this barrier.
Undertale.
And chase your dreams.
Yeah.
But railings don't mean anything.
Safety
Good
violations.
job, you did it. Good 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 job, you did it.
One more.
Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Good job.
Oh, yeah, I did it, Im. I'm so
Now
accomplished.
do it again. With the bucket.
This time I'll turn the lights on so there's more to look at.
Yeah, it's not much, but yeah.
Good job. You did it. Good job. You did it. Man. Good job. You did it.
All
good,
of his
good.
co-workers
You
were
did it.
gone.
Good job.
What could it
You
mean?
did it. Good.
Stanley
good. You
decided to
did
go
it.
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply... Stanley cradled the bucket in a gentle embrace, protective, yet assertive, yet compassionate. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no
What a
one was
catchy
here.
tune, Em.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and
suppose.
comfort now more than
Good
ever.
job, you
Perhaps
did it.
his boss's
Good,
office
you
was
did
where
it.
he'd find
Good
answers.
job, you did
Coming
it.
to a
Good,
staircase,
good, you
Stanley
did it.
and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
There's no Adventure Line song, but yeah.
Yeah, the adventure line really went. What I
Stepping
really
into
miss
his
is the
manager's
hole.
office,
No
Stanley was
joke,
once
I
again
missed the hole.
stunned to
And
discover
that
not
shit
an
was the
indication
best.
of any human life. Crushed by the weight
Oh,
of
it's
this
raining now.
revelation,
Stanley,
Stanley
wake
may
up.
have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light appear, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Did you ever get the freedom ending with the bucket?
You know what? I didn't. So we'll end it on that one. How about that?
Yeah.
Because Some of these I just genuinely don't know how to do. Like, I think the epilogue can be seen by restarting the game after collecting the Figlies. I did collect all the Figlies, but I don't know how to trigger the epilogue
The
again. That
elevator
just
raced
sort of
down,
You
happened.
have to,
plummeting towards an unknown fate.
yeah, you have to trigger the
It
new
would be all Stanley could
content
do
stuff.
to keep himself together, if not
And I
for
don't
the
know how I
bucket.
did that.
Soothing him, comforting him,
The new content door
reassuring
just
that
sort of
in this
showed up.
darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
So,
The
oh well.
bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything
Some secrets
will be fine.
can be left, I suppose. Either way, I've been having a lot of fun with this game. It's a
Stanley
very
and the bucket walked straight ahead through
fun,
the large door
little
that
cheeky
read
experience.
Mind Control
The
Facility.
path to new content will open randomly after the player's seen several endings.
Yeah, so it's just a random chance, and I'm not gonna force people
The
through
lights
that.
rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket. But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below.
Hell yeah.
Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall.
Oh my god, it's true!
Now, what to do next? Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here.
I like that idea.
So they set up a little couch and relaxed. It really wasn't so bad down here. A bit cold, perhaps. After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well, and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis.
Bananas.
But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a home.
Oh man, you know
In
what? This
fact,
is nice.
After some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility.
Oh, yeah.
He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there.
Oh,
never
well.
been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him.
Really?
Soon he was dwelling on his regrets.
No, I'm
and the
good.
state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning.
No.
It unsettled the bucket.
Oh.
Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path. It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a
No,
mistake.
this is
I
nice.
need to do what the narrator says. I need to
Oh,
see
you
the
dick.
true ending. This made
There is no
sense at
true
all to the
ending.
bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an
Isn't it
ending.
inconsolable?
This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed.
This is not the hole in the ground.
It wasn't an ending.
Yeah, the hole in the
It's
ground
where
is
we
much
happen
better.
to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time.
Oh
Reset.
no.
There it is. Reset the spaghetti.
Ravioli, ravioli, give me the formuoli. Up and down the elevator with the bucket. Yeah, we could do that one. And then we'll do the freedom ending, I think. That sounds good.
All of his co-workers
Because
were
honestly,
gone.
I don't know
What
what
could it
other
mean?
endings there are. and
Stanley
I'm-
decided to go to the meeting room.
I'd rather
Perhaps
not
he had-
just do this over and over and over and
Stanley's
over and over and
bucket,
over and over.
The only co-worker
Yeah.
he would ever truly
I think there are like 60 endings in this game.
There are a lot, with a lot of
Stanley
very
clutched
minor
the bucket
deviations
tightly to his
sometimes.
chest and entered the door on his left.
So, while that is cool, and that attention to detail is fucking insane, I also
Still no one
don't
was
care
here.
that
Stanley
much
needed the
about
bucket's
getting
warmth
every
and comfort
single
now
ending,
more than
you know?
ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the
Like, it
bucket
is cool.
walked
I do
upstairs
appreciate
to
it,
the
though.
boss's office.
And I do
love the
appreciate Jay
epilogue.
is skeptical for giving us these hints for some endings.
You know, the
Stepping
epilogue
into his manager's office, Stanley was once
unlocks
again
it so when you
stunned
pull the
to
lever
discover not an
that
indication
gives you the
of
free
any human
trophy will
life.
actually work.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
No, more like...
Yes, this is certainly the most logical
A little bit faster, though.
explanation.
Too fast. There we go. That's a little bit better, but it needs more... Damn it. I still can't get it right, Em. What am I going to do?
Die.
Oh, no!
If there's something you just need to go up and down like 8 times, isn't it?
Probably. It's not too big of a deal, and plus now I got someone to talk to. Mr. Bucket can finally speak back to me. No comment
Wait,
on that one,
Stanley
huh?
said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3.
I was just
want to
wondering
go back
how long
so
I
I
could
can
let
try
the
pressing
silence
the
go
number
on.
3 again. Bucket said nothing.
See, Jerry, you can't talk to the bucket. It's abandoned you.
But you're right here. You'd never leave.
I am not the bucket.
Who are you? Okay, let's go investigate the number 3.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over.
Okay.
Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life.
Are you?
Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
Okay, back we go.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
Do you see him? Do you see how much joy I get from slamming on the button?
Agent A was designed for combat.
I don't need to actually step out. Beebity boop.
No, 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 said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel.
Do you see what I
He smiled
see?
at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
OSHA violation.
Come on, Mr. Bucket, let's go.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all. Only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
I guess I'll go.
Yep, I guess so, Jay.
One day I hope you can appreciate the number 3 like I do. And
I will not. Either first place or go die in a hole, Jay.
Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
There has to be a way. Maybe if I say 3 enough times, you'll get it.
I
Do you
doubt
think
it.
that'll? Do you think that'll help you, Im?
No.
3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3.
I'm not into bronze medals, bro.
3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3.
Ah, said Stanley. I know what to do.
Yes.
I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart. He decided
The hell
right
was
then
that?
and there that he would hold a press conference
worry.
where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over.
That's right. You're gonna
He
see
would
the light
elaborate
of
fully on
3.
what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work.
Oh man. 3, 3, 3, Trey,
For months, he
trio,
advertised and marketed
triplet.
his press conference,
Oh, man.
building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it, until it couldn't be refined a single measure further.
3.
When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
Oh man. You're gonna see. You're gonna see the power of 3.
I doubt it.
3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. All right, look at all that. Look at all those threes.
This was it. One last chance to win the bucket over.
You and me, Em.
One opportunity to share a true connection with a
I
loved
told you,
one.
Jerry. I'm not here for bronze.
What if I get you 3 1s then?
I'm listening.
Yeah.
There's no one here.
What?
Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley
What?
speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over.
What?
He was unloved,
Get fucked.
uninteresting. He
No!
was a failure. And in that moment, Stanley knew that the bucket
3!
would never again take him seriously.
3.
There would be no connection, no deeper understanding.
3.
The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent.
3.
And so it began that slowly, over
3
many
though.
years, the two of them grew more and more
No.
distant.
No,
They
I
spoke
3.
less and less,
3, 3.
neither wishing
3.
to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference.
What? 3.
There would be
3.
no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends.
Em.
But
3.
Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true
Goodbye,
companionship,
Jerry.
was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
3.
Shire.
Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow.
I don't know why, but I'm remembering that one story about the hitman who hired a hitman who hired a hitman
Oh yeah.
who fucked it up and got everyone arrested.
Oh hey, we're back in here. why?
Interesting.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Is Stanley, without the bucket, really Stanley at all? No,
Oh.
surely not.
What?
That's like immediately here.
Stanley clutched the bucket
Well,
tightly to his
good enough.
chest and entered the door on his left.
I think this will provide some nice closure. We'll get the freedom
Still
ending
no
with the
one was
bucket.
here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes.
There we go, that's
the most
better.
Logical explanation.
Yep.
Finally, we shall be
So
free.
do you want to hit that Easter egg? Or no?
Yeah, I guess we could do that. More Easter egg than an
It's
ending.
not an ending.
You can go to the mind control facility, press the light bulb, camera, and elevator buttons as usual. Then, when the elevator comes down, wait a bit. You'll be able to go back the way you came and push the light bulb button again. Okay, sure.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
It's a boy dance party.
The lights rose on an enormous room
Dance
packed
party.
with television screens. What
Boy
horrible
dance
secret did
party.
this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life.
For a moment, I thought you
Stanley
were
nearly
still humming
dropped
the
bucket
Monster
in
Hunter
shock.
tune.
Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Shh, it's okay, Im. I'm here for you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well?
Oh.
Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
Oh my god.
What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
I don't know.
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
You gotta wait a moment.
Okay. Well, we can wait. So, how about that number
Well-
3, huh?
No. I refuse.
I mean, if you just gave number 3 a chance, you know, you might be surprised to be. I mean...
Jerry, no. You the number 2, I can use a silver medal to kill a werewolf. Bronze can't be used for anything.
You could collect bronze and turn it into.
There it is.
Oh, hey.
Alright, shut up, let's go.
Going back to press the light switch. Do. Wonder who's that up there.
What does that say? You're fired? Oh, it's gone now. Oh, there it is.
Oh. Oh God!
Secret mode engaged.
Hell yeah! I'm gonna get copyright claim for this one.
Absolutely, bro.
Come on, Im, dance.
I don't dance, bro. It's also really generic. I don't know.
Woo! It's a beautiful world, Im.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it.
Into the bucket.
Else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could
Okay, there
trust
we go.
no
Now
one
it stopped. That,
except for the
that
bucket.
was great.
I mean, it's no Stamper secret, but yeah.
Yeah.
But here was the proof.
Secret
The heart of the operation.
Controls
Controls labeled with emotions, happy or
Secret.
sad or content. Walking eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he
You
and
already
the
seen that.
bucket
I
would
know.
dismantle the controls for good. Two
That's
best
right.
friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against
That's
the world.
right. Me and him up against the world.
They high-fived in a really cool way.
Yeah.
And the bucket made a
High
sassy
five,
comment
Em.
about taking down the system.
Oh, Im, you sassy boy, you. We did it, Im. You and me, we took down the system.
You in the bucket.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness.
Huh?
Was it over?
Not yet. But almost?
Yes! They had done it.
Oh.
Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical
Man.
grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate.
Wow.
Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
What the fuck?
True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to...
Huh?
What? Wait. What was happening?
Hey.
Why had the door stopped?
Oh no.
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room.
Are you serious?
Lingering in uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No!
The
No!
facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket.
Throw the bucket, Jay.
No!
Part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms.
No!
Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized
Oh, no.
he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so
Hi,
bad,
Sassy.
Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now,
Hi,
he was
sassy.
about to find out.
Meow.
Yep, she's a noisy kitty. Meow. Wow, so that was the ending with the bucket, huh?
Yep, you just get denied freedom.
Damn. Alright, well. Yeah, I really don't know what other endings there are. And honestly, I don't want to just waste everybody's time and ours by just going, what's this minor deviation, you know? Like, this game is really cool. Lots of really interesting little endings. But I think we've about explored
All of his co-workers were
as much as
gone.
we could,
What could it mean?
you know?
Stanley decided to
Yeah.
go to the meeting room. Perhaps
I'm sure
he
there's
had
stuff
simply
we've
missed a
forgotten
memo.
somewhere, but honestly, that just leaves more for other people to find. So, get this game. Play it. Enjoy it. It's good fun. So, thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.
Adios.